Who are you?
I'm you.
Me.
Yeah, well, present you.
Present me.
Yeah, and you're the past version of me.
Excuse me?
Well, see, you're not really real. I'm not mentally well.
What the fuck?
It's okay. I'm just here to give you a message of sorts.
Who is that?
Oh, it's future us. He's pissed.
Pissed? Why?
Because you didn't do any of the things you said you were going to do, so he's stuck trying to get them all done last minute. You know, stuff like the dishes, walking the dog, doing the laundry.
Well, where is he now?
He's writing the script for this video because you didn't.
Ugh.
Well, he should know that I'm exhausted. I was gonna get to those things eventually. That's why he's doing them.
Okay, so why should I care?
Because he's exhausted too. It didn't just go away.
What's he saying?
Nothing. No, tell me. He's kind of talking shit on you.
Oh!
Yeah, it says you're a lazy piece of shit who never helps out anymore.
What?
Sorry, dude, I'm kind of just like the bridge between you two.
What the fuck?
Screw him. I'll show him lazy piece of shit. Ha! See? I'm not a failure. You just did that in like 8 seconds.
Oh, look who decided to show up now.
It's you. How did you even move that fast?
Yeah, I heard you were talking shit, so I did everything for you.
All right, chill.
Who's trash now?
The real question is, how do you feel?
Well,
Like I could keep going. Like you have more energy? But that doesn't make any sense. I should be drained, right? I have ADHD, diagnosed only recently as an adult. And I have a problem. Most of the time, I deeply fucking hate myself. More so have a really big problem with criticizing myself to no end. What the? See, I can't stop doing nothing. But at the same time, being so anxious and worried about everything else that I could be doing or should be doing that I can't relax.
why can't you
Just
be
get
more
your life together.
You don't want to help. You just want to yell at me.
And I've heard a lot of people with ADHD say this. I can never relax, but I'm also never productive, or even productive on the right things. I can be productive on stuff that doesn't matter, but it's really hard to be productive on the stuff that I need to be productive on. And I think I might have a solution. But I don't want to sit here and preach to anybody about how they should live their life. Your life is your life. I simply want to share my experience of going through something because I know how bad it sucks to feel that way. And if by sharing this, one person makes a positive change in their life, then that's good enough for me.
Wait a second. No, it's not. I'm shallow as hell. I want lots of people to see and like this video. If this video only gets 1 like, I'm going to kill myself.
I was getting sick of feeling like crap. I knew something had to change, and the solution could not have been clearer. If I could just get a few big wins, then I would feel so much better about myself, and I'd be the person I wanted to be. I'd be motivated, I'd be happier, I'd be more disciplined all the time, right? So anyway, I started making massive amounts of effort into these few big projects because this was for sure going to fix everything I had going on. Cute guy. This guy took me hundreds of hours of work. It was my first cosplay attempt. I made a TikTok edit last year that got 18 million views, and I finally posted my first YouTube video this year. All big wins. And if it sounds like I'm bragging, it's because I am. Yet I still could not stop myself from feeling like garbage day to day. The Green Goblin suit, I can't even get it on by myself. And there's tons of pieces falling off of it now too. What felt like a win at first, even though it was mostly relief for finally getting it done after a year of work, quickly turned into feeling like a failure because I had put so much effort into it and it wasn't even done, and now I just had another maintenance item on my mind, which was secretly part of the underlying issue here. The 18 million views on TikTok felt really good for about 2 weeks, and then the novelty fizzled out. And the YouTube channel, 1 video is a start, but now I gotta make a shitload more in order to please the algorithm and actually get an audience, and that was paralyzing.
So why didn't these things help me like I hoped they would?
Even though it was mostly relief for finally getting it done after.
Now I'm sure you've probably felt something similar when crossing off something from your to-do list, a sense of relief rather than a sense of pride or even accomplishment. So why is that?
These wins required all of the traits I wanted to embody in myself. They took a lot of hard work, a lot of motivation, discipline, and yet afterward I still didn't feel like I had any of those. See, because ADHD brains work differently than normal brains. Where normal brains have a steady flow of dopamine that makes important but boring tasks still doable, for people with ADHD who don't have that sweet steady flow, feels like joining a multi-level marketing company. It would take massive effort and I'd still lose all my money. See, in ADHD brains, dopamine runs a lot lower, or it fluctuates a lot more. So my brain wants to constantly chase things that are urgent or exciting or new because those give me a quick boost. Boring tasks don't give me a boost to feel worth doing at all. So while I was working on each of these really big but non-essential tasks that gave me quick dopamine hits, all of the other stuff that I had to do was still piling up on the side. It would never go away. See, all of these open loops would not close themselves. And the more I pushed them off, the more something would happen. Open loops? What the hell am I even talking about? That was a shit cartwheel. Hold on. Fuck. Can I not do cartwheels anymore? Fucking hell. Open loops are unfinished commitments that your brain is keeping track of. And the term comes from a productivity consultant named David Allen, building on research like the Zeigarnik effect? Zeigarnik effect. Zeigarnik, which just means that our brains hold on a lot tighter to incomplete tasks versus finished tasks. So for people with ADHD, these open loops hit even harder because our brain is expending so much energy focusing on the stuff that we haven't done yet. And every unresolved I should just totally empties any attention or any energy you might have already had. And this is the massive culprit we've been looking for. Why so many people and myself with ADHD struggle immensely. Too bad there's nothing we can do about these open loops, huh?
And listen, I get it. It sounds like absolute hell, but the biggest thing keeping you from feeling more energy, having more motivation, and being happier is doing the stuff that you keep putting off. But please hear me out. No, wait, no, please hear me out, don't click away!
Now, I've found personally a few things that have worked for me to help myself recognize and close a lot more of these loops, which have led to a better quality of life and overall happiness. And the first step sounds very counterintuitive, but hear me out. It wasn't forcing myself to figure out how to do more. It was figuring out how to do less. By doing less, I mean making it harder to do things that waste my time. Because our parents were right. It's the damn phones. There is not going to be a single thing out there that is necessary for you to do, important to do, that will give you a bigger dopamine hit than scrolling on your phone will. That thing is like an automatic bazooka shooting your brain up with dopamine. Nothing can compete with it. Except for maybe hard drugs. And if nothing else can compete with it, then nothing else is ever going to take priority over it. So more time away from this automatically would make me more inclined to do this. So however you need to do it to make it work for you, do it. What I ended up doing was setting screen limits on my phone. And a lot of you might be saying, well, that doesn't work for me because I just always hit that button, ignore screen time limit. And there I am scrolling for a few more hours. What I did was I put a password on it that only my wife knows. I said it in my last video and it works amazing. So when I run out of that screen time, I have no option but to find something else to do. It's kind of insane that this is what it takes for me to put the goddamn thing away, but it works.
Making it harder to do things that waste your time might look like pairing the time-wasting task with a productive task. I told myself if I wanted to watch YouTube right now, then I needed to do the dishes at the same time. Again, because I'm a fucking iPad kid, this worked for me too.
Now, if there's one thing that ADHD people are god tier at, it is finding the most creative and absurd ways to convince ourselves to get something done. See, my brain is so good at convincing me that something isn't worth doing or giving me a million reasons to not do it that I've just had to start telling it to shut the fuck up. And I tell it to myself over and over again until I'm doing the task that I need to be doing. Because my brain will try to interject with ideas of like, oh no, you shouldn't, you need to work on this, or oh, this is gonna be a problem, you need to figure this out first. Just shut up, shut the fuck up. It's stupid that it works, but if it works, it's not stupid. And this brings me to my final point. I had to learn to stop negotiating so much with my own brain. My caveman mind, my caveman brain is trying to protect me from the tiger that's trying to kill me, except for the tiger has turned into an unanswered email. Ridiculous, stupid, I hate the society we built for ourselves. It's trying to protect me from perceived threats that it believes are trying to harm me in some way. Old monkey brain hasn't figured out that the undone dishes are not a baboon trying to rip my face off. So once I realized that by avoiding the stuff that my brain thought would take too much energy to be worth doing, I was causing future me to be more drained and have less energy. Whereas if I just told my brain to shut up and get the thing done, then I would have more energy and more motivation and want to do more things that I previously had no desire to do at all. Because if you are avoiding the shit you don't want to do, future you is still going to have to do it, and they are not going to be happy with you for not doing it and leaving it up to them. We don't need to be doing more big, grand things to find purpose and be happier and have more energy. We just need less shit bouncing around in our mind and taking up all of our attention and energy.
So are we cool? Well, yeah, but you still haven't. No, listen. If you want this relationship with yourself to improve, you have to give yourself some grace for the things you do. If you can't even give yourself credit for the things you do accomplish, you're never going to train yourself to like doing hard things. You gotta use some positive reinforcement here. How well has the negative self-talk been going? Not good. Exactly. So you two now hug and make up. Oh yeah, you two aren't real. I should take my meds. Wait. Did I clean the house?